I walked into our cozy Denver apartment, expecting the usual takeout dinner with my wife, Tara. Instead, I found a note on the fridge. I won $12 million. I'm done with you. Get out by morning. My heart stopped. Tara, my partner of 8 years, had just obliterated our life with a single scribble. She'd hit the Powerball, and I was trash to her now. I'm Jake, 32, a regular guy from a small Colorado town called Loveland. My folks ran a diner, the kind where truckers swap stories over greasy hash browns. Our split-level home smelled of bacon and my mom's lavender soap. It was modest, warm, real. I worked as a mechanic after high school, fixing cars at my buddy's garage. It wasn't glamorous, but I loved the hum of engines, the satisfaction of a job done right. Tara? She was from a different planet. Her parents, who she called Pops and Mims, owned a string of boutique hotels across the Rockies. They rolled up in sleek Audis, hosted wine-soaked galas, and treated money like confetti. Mims, with her sharp cheekbones and icy stare, could freeze you with a glance. Pops was quieter, his eyes slicing through you like a blade. They never said it, but I was the grease-stained nobody who didn't belong. I felt their disdain from day one. At their Vail mansion, they'd talk over me, their smiles tight, their silences louder than words. Tara swore it wasn't personal, but I saw it the way they sized me up, like I was a stray dog sniffing around their fortune. When we got engaged, Pops cornered me. "Sign this prenup, Jake," he said, his voice smooth as whiskey. "Protects everyone." I was too smitten to argue. The prenup signing was a gut punch. It was a crisp fall day at their estate. Mims handed me the papers with a fake smile, her perfume choking the air. Tara stood by, muttering I was overthinking it. The document said her family's wealth trust, inheritances, gifts was untouchable. But anything we earned together, like a house or, say, lottery winnings, was shared. I signed, thinking love trumped fine print. We married in a snowy Aspen ceremony. My parents, awestruck by the crystal chandeliers and caviar. My dad, a man of few words, pulled me aside. "Trust your gut, son," he whispered. I ignored him. Drunk on Tara's laugh, her promises of forever. The first years were decent. We lived in a slick condo, their gift for our start. I paid half the mortgage, grinding overtime at the garage, but Mims called it their place. Tara's. Parents meddled constantly. They dropped by unannounced, swapping our thrift store couch for some leather monstrosity. "Just helping," Tara would say, brushing off my irritation. I swallowed it, thinking it was just rich people being rich. Then, last month, everything exploded. Tara called me at work, her voice electric. "Jake, I won $12 million. A lottery ticket from a gas station changed our world." I was thrilled. I pictured us debt-free, maybe traveling to Hawaii, living easy. But Tara's tone shifted. "We can't tell anyone," she snapped. "Not even your parents." She got secretive, meeting shady accountants, locking her phone. When I asked to join her, she laughed. "You just be in the way, Jake." Her words stung, but I trusted her. Biggest mistake of my life. Yesterday, I came home to find Tara and her cousin rifling through my toolbox. "I'm divorcing you," she said, cold as ice. "Pack your stuff. This condo's mine." I froze. The condo I poured my savings into? She claimed it was hers because Pops paid the down payment. Not a word about my mortgage checks, my late nights fixing cars to keep us afloat. I was nothing to her. I called my dad, voice cracking. "She kicked me out, Dad. I'm homeless." He told me to come to Loveland, but then I remembered the prenup. That document they forced on me? It had a clause. Lottery winnings were marital property. Tara and her family thought they could erase me, keep every cent. They forgot their own. Trap, rage replaced my shock. I wasn't just fighting for money, I was fighting for my life. I crashed on my parents' lumpy couch in Loveland, my head spinning. Tara's note burned in my mind. "Get out by morning." Who does that? 8 years, and she dumps me like a bad habit the second she's swimming in $12 million. I wanted to scream, but I clenched my fists instead. That prenup? Their golden ticket to screw me? It was my weapon now. I woke up to Mom's coffee and her muttering about Tara's snake family. Dad, calm as ever, handed me a number. "Call. This lawyer, Jake. He's good." His old buddy, Tom Carver, was a no-nonsense attorney who'd seen it all. I dialed, hands shaking. "They kicked me out, Tom. She won millions and wants me gone." He laughed, sharp and dry. "Let's see. That prenup, kid. Meeting Tom felt like grabbing a lifeline. His office in Fort Collins smelled of old books and cheap cologne. I spilled everything. Tara's cold dismissal, her parents' smug control, the condo I bled for. He skimmed the print-up, smirking. They're idiots, Jake. Lottery winnings? Marital property, clear as day. My heart leapt. Could I actually win this? Their own document was my ace. Tom warned me it'd be ugly. Tara's family had deep pockets, deeper connections. They'll bury us in paperwork, maybe threats, he said. I didn't care. Anger fueled me. They thought I'd slink away, tail between my legs? Hell no. I'd fought for that condo, for our life. I wasn't some nobody they could erase. Tom filed motions to freeze the lottery cash. Game on dot back at the garage, my boss Ray noticed my edge. You good, Jake? I told him everything. He snorted. Rich folks, man. They think money buys. Spines. He promised to back me, even if Pops tried meddling. But then, a voicemail from Mims hit my phone. Walk away, Jake. You're nothing to us. Her voice dripped venom. I saved it. Evidence, baby. Tara's cousin, Lila, showed up. At my parents' diner, all fake tears. Tara's stressed, Jake. Just sign this settlement. She slid over a pathetic $50,000 offer. 50 grand? For half our condo and my dignity? I laughed in her face. Tell Tara to shove it? Lila's jaw dropped. She wasn't used to grease monkeys fighting back. I felt a spark of savage. Joy.Tom called that night. They're panicking, he said. Pops tried bullying my paralegal. I grinned, imagining Pop's red face. But then Tara texted, Why are you doing this? I just want peace. Peace? She torched our marriage. I typed a reply, then deleted it. No gangs. I'd let the law talk. Tom said to document every move, every call. They were sloppy, and we'd use it. The next day, I found a letter taped to my toolbox at work. Unsigned, but it reeked of Pops. Drop this, or you'll regret it. My stomach twisted. Were they watching me? I showed Ray, who cursed. They're scared, Jake. Keep going. I nodded, but fear crept in. These people played dirty. What else would they pull? I wasn't backing down, but I was rattled. Mom caught me staring at old photos of Tara, and me camping, laughing, normal. She changed, Jake, Mom said, her voice soft but firm. Money just showed her true colors. I nodded, throat tight. I'd loved her. But love doesn't survive a $12 million betrayal. I called Tom. What's next? He said we'd demand financial records. If they hid that money, we'd find it. No mercy. By week's end, Tom filed for discovery, forcing Tara to show every bank statement, every transfer. Her lawyer stalled, claiming privacy. Privacy? After kicking me out? I was done playing nice. At the garage, a customer overheard me venting and said, My ex tried that. Get a forensic accountant. Brilliant. Tom hired one, ready to sniff out any hidden millions. Checkmate, Tara. I was a ticking bomb, pacing my parents' Loveland diner, Tara's betrayal gnawing at me. She thought she could erase me with her $12 million. No way. That print up her family's smug trap was my grenade now. Pops and Mims wanted a war? Fine. I'd bring it. My lawyer Tom called. They're dodging our discovery demands, Jake. They're hiding something. Oh, really? Game on. At the garage, my wrench felt heavier, my anger seeping into every bolt I tightened. Ray caught me cursing under a Chevy. Don't let him break you, Jake, he said. Easier said than done. Last night, Mims left another voicemail. You're embarrassing yourself. Take the $50,000 and vanish. Embarrassing me? I saved it, fuming. They thought I'd crawl away like a kicked dog. Wrong. Tom's office became my war room. He slammed a stack of papers down. They're claiming the lottery ticket was a gift from Pops. Bullshit. My jaw dropped. A gift? They were rewriting history. The prenup was crystal clear. Windfalls were ours, not hers. Tom grinned. We got bank records. That ticket came from our joint account. I wanted to hug him. Their lives were crumbling. Then Tara's cousin, Lila, pulled a stunt. She cornered me at the diner, all crocodile tears. Tara's a wreck, Jake. Just settle. She offered $75,000 now, like I was a beggar. I laughed, loud and bitter. Tell her to choke on it. Lila's face twisted. Nobody said no to her. Family. I felt electric, alive with rage. They underestimated me, and I'd make them pay. That night, a brick crashed through my parents' window. No note, but I knew who sent it. My mom screamed. Dad grabbed his old hunting rifle. "Jake, this is too far," he roared. My gut churned. Were they this desperate? I called Tom, voice shaking. "File for a restraining order," he said. "This is intimidation." I nodded, fear mixing with fury. They wanted to scare me? I'd scared him back. The next day, Tom dropped the bomb. Our forensic accountant found a trail Tara had moved $2 million to an offshore account. "They're hiding it, Jake," he said. My blood boiled. They thought they could bury millions and leave me with crumbs. Tom filed an emergency motion to freeze every account linked to Tara. The judge, a sharp woman named Hargrove, agreed. Their panic was palpable. Now at work, Ray pulled me aside. "Pops called. Tried to get me to fire you." My heart sank. "These people were relentless," Ray smirked. "Told him to shove it." I grinned, grateful. But then Tara texted, "Stop. This, Jake. You're ruining everything. Ruining." She gutted our life. I ignored her, but her words stung. Had I ever known her? Or just her parents' puppet? A week later, we had a preliminary hearing. Tara showed up, flanked by Pops, Mims, and 3 slick lawyers. They stared daggers, but I held my ground. Tom presented the joint account records, the prenup, even Mims' threatening voicemails. Judge Hargrove's eyes narrowed. "This doesn't look good for you, Mrs. Larson," she said to Tara. Mims gasped. I bit back a smirk. Gotcha. Outside, Pops cornered me, his face red. "You'll regret this, grease monkey." I stepped closer, voice low. "You forgot your own prenup, genius." His eyes widened, then narrowed. He stormed off, but I saw fear. They were slipping. Tom clapped my shoulder. "We're winning, Jake. Stay sharp." I nodded, but dread lingered. What dirty trick would they pull next? I was ready. Mom cooked my favorite meatloaf that night, trying to lift my spirits. "You're stronger than them," she said. I wanted to believe her, but the weight of their wealth, their cruelty, pressed hard. Still, I wasn't the naive kid who signed that prenup. I was a fighter now. Tara wanted to play queen? Fine, I'd storm her. Castle with her own damn rules. My blood was lava, pumping rage through every vein. Tara's family thought they could bury me with their $12 million and a brick through my parents' window? Hell no. That prenup they shoved down my throat. It was my sword now, sharp and ready. To slice. Tom called, voice tight. "They're pulling new tricks, Jake. Get ready." "Tricks? Bring it, you snakes." At the garage, I was a mess, snapping wrenches like they were Tara's lies. Ray caught me cursing. "Focus, Jake. They're scared." "Scared? Good. They should be." Mims left another voicemail. "Sign the deal, or we'll ruin you." Ruin me? I paid half our condo's mortgage, and they called me a leech? I saved. The message, grinning. "Keep talking, Mims. You're digging your grave." Tom's office was chaos papers everywhere, coffee cups piling up. He slammed down a file. "They're claiming the lottery ticket was bought with Pop's cash, not the joint account." I laughed, bitter. "They're desperate." Tom nodded. "We've got receipts." The card was ours. The prenup's clause on windfalls was ironclad. Their lies were crumbling, and I could taste their panic. Then Tara's move hit like a sucker punch. She posted online, calling me a gold digger who faked love. My phone blew up, friends, co-workers, even strangers piling on. "You using her, Jake?" one text read. My stomach churned. She turned our life into a circus. I wanted to scream, but Tom said, "Stay cool. This is defamation." He filed a countersuit. "Oh, Tara, you picked the wrong fight." Pops up the ante. "You sent a goon to the diner, some slick guy in a suit, offering Dad $10,000 to talk sense into me. Dad threw him out, shouting, 'My son's no sellout.' I was proud but terrified. These people were mobsters in designer clothes. Tom got a protective order against Pops, citing harassment. Judge Hargrove wasn't amused. "Control your client," she told their lawyer. The accountant's report landed like a bomb. Tara had funneled another $3 million into a shady trust. "They're hiding it offshore, Jake," Tom said, eyes gleaming. "We filed to seize those accounts." Mims called, voice shaking. "Take $100,000 and go, Jake. Be reasonable." Reasonable? After their threats? I laughed. "See you in court, Mims." Her silence was sweeter than victory. At the next hearing, Tara's team looked rattled. Their lead lawyer, a smug guy named Vance, argued the prenup was misinterpreted. Tom shut him down, waving the joint account statement. The ticket was marital property. End of story. Judge Hargrove nodded, her pen tapping. Tara wouldn't meet my eyes. Was she ashamed? Or just pissed her plan was imploding? I didn't care anymore. Outside, Mims grabbed my arm. "You're destroying Tara," she hissed. I yanked free. "She destroyed us when she kicked me out." My voice echoed, drawing stares. Mims flinched, unused to defiance. I felt alive, unstoppable. They tried to crush me, but I was the one landing punches now. Tom warned, "They'll get dirtier. Brace yourself." I was ready for anything. Back home, Mom hugged me tight. "You're doing right, Jake." But Dad's face was grim. "They're dangerous, son." He was right. That night, my car's tires were slashed at the garage. No proof, but I knew it was Pop's. I reported it to the police, who shrugged. "No?" "Witnesses. Fine. I'd fight harder." Tom suggested a private investigator to track their moves. "Expensive, but worth it." The investigator dug up gold. Pops had bribed a bank official to backdate a deposit, faking the ticket source. "This is fraud," Tom said, grinning like a shark. We added it to our case. Tara texted, desperate. "Let's talk, Jake. No lawyers. Talk? After her lies?" I blocked her. No more games. The courtroom was my arena now, and I was coming for blood. I was a furnace of fury, ready to burn Tara's world down. She thought her $12 million could erase me? Huh, that prenup her family's smug shield was my bazooka now. They'd slashed my tires, slandered me online, but I was still standing. Tom called Voice Electric. "We've got them cornered, Jake. They're slipping." "Slipping? Oh, I'd make them fall hard." At the garage, my hand shook as I fixed a Ford's radiator. Ray clapped my shoulder. "You're a fighter, Jake." "Fighter? Damn right." Tara's lies, calling me a gold digger, had turned friends against me. My phone pinged with hate. "Leech. User." I wanted to smash it, but Tom said, "Save every text. It's ammo." Ammo? I was building an arsenal. Their cruelty was my fuel. Tom's office was a war zone file stack, coffee cold. He tossed me a report. "Pops bribed a bank clerk to fake records. We've got proof." My jaw dropped. "Fraud?" They were dumber than I thought. Our investigator caught the clerk spilling the Pops on a shady call. Tom filed for sanctions. "This could sink them," he said. "Sink them? I wanted them drowned." Then Mims pulled a stunt. She showed up at the diner, all fake tears. "Jake, you're hurting Tara. Hurting her. She gutted me." I leaned in, voice low. "You kicked me out, Mims. This is on you." Her face paled. She wasn't used to pushback. I felt a rush, savage and sweet. They thought I'd fold? I was a brick wall now, unbreakable. Tara's next move was pathetic. She sent a letter offering $150,000 to end this quietly. Quietly? After their goons trashed my car? I tore it up, laughing. Tom grinned. "They're scared, Jake. We've got the prenup, the bank records. Their threats." Judge Hargrove had already frozen their accounts. I pictured Pop's red face, Mim's icy stare cracking. Oh, it felt good, but then a gut punch. My buddy Nate called. "Pops offered me $5,000 to testify you cheated on Tara." Cheated? I'd been loyal to a fault. My stomach twisted. These people were vile. I told Nate to record Pop's next call. He did, catching Pops ranting, "Make it stick or else." Tom added it to our case. "This is gold, Jake. Gold. It was dynamite." The pre-trial hearing was a circus. Tara sat with Pops and Mims, her eyes red, crying. Too late. Their lawyer, Vance, spun a tale. The lottery ticket was Pop's gift, not marital cash. Tom slapped down the joint account statement. "It's our money, Your Honor." Hargrove's eyes narrowed at Vance. "This looks shaky," she said. I bit back. A grin? Their lies were unraveling. Outside, Pops hissed, "You'll get nothing, grease monkey." I smirked. "Your prenup says otherwise, genius." His face twitched fear, not rage. Mims grabbed Tara's arm, whispering furiously. Tara wouldn't. "Look at me. Was she cracking? I didn't care." Tom warned, "They'll try something desperate before the final ruling." Desperate? Let them try. I was a bulldog with a bone now. That night, Mom made chili, but I barely ate. Dad sat me down. "You're winning, Jake, but watch your back." He was right. A strange car idled outside the diner, watching. Pop's goons? I snapped a photo. Sent it to Tom. He hired security from my parents' place. No risks, he said. Fear gnawed me, but rage burned hotter. They wanted a war? I'd bring hell. Tom dropped a bomb the next day. The accountant found another $4 million stashed in a Cayman account. They're bleeding cash, hiding it, he said. We filed to trace every cent. Tara texted. Jake, stop. I'll give you $200,000. I laughed, blocked her again. $200,000? For 8 years and my dignity? No deal. The final hearing was days away, and I was ready to bury them. I stood outside the Denver courthouse, heart pounding like a jackhammer. Tara's $12 million betrayal had turned me into a warrior, and today was Judgment Day. Their prenup meant to crush me was my loaded gun. Tom grabbed my arm. We've got this, Jake. They're done. Done? Oh, I'd make sure of it. Those snakes were about to choke on their own venom. Inside, the courtroom buzzed. Tara sat with Pops and Mims, her face pale, their eyes venomous. I stared back, unflinching. They'd slashed my tires, slandered me, bribed my friends, thought I'd break. Me? The kid from Loveland who fixed cars for a living. I was their nightmare now. Tom whispered, Stay calm. The evidence is airtight. Airtight? It was a damn vault. Judge Hargrove took her seat, her gaze slicing through the room. Tara's lawyer, Vance, stood, sweating. The ticket was a family gift, he stammered. Tom fired back, slapping down the joint account records, the prenup, Pop's bribe clerk's confession. Marital property, Your Honor, clear as day. Hargrove's pen stopped. I've heard enough, she said. My heart leapt. Was this it? Tara spoke, voice cracking. I didn't mean to hurt Jake. My parents pushed me. Pushed her? She'd kicked me out, called me a leech. I wanted to yell, but Tom's hand steadied me. Mims gasped, Pop's face turned purple. Hargrove's eyes narrowed. You don't get to rewrite history, Mrs. Larson. I bit my lip, holding back a laugh. Their castle was crumbling. The ruling hit like a thunderbolt. The lottery winnings are marital property. Hargrove declared. Mr. Thompson is entitled to 50% plus reimbursement for his condo contributions. 50%? $6 million. My parents in the back gasped. Pop slammed his fist. Mims hissed something vile. Tara's eyes welled up, regret or rage. I didn't care. I'd won. Their prenup had backfired spectacularly. Outside, Pops lunged at me. You'll pay for this, grease monkey. I grinned, savage. Your prenup paid me, Pops. He froze, speechless. Mims dragged Tara away, her face a mask of fury. Tom clapped my shoulder. You did it, Jake. Did it? I'd burned their empire down. But as I walked away, a pang hit. I'd loved Tara once. Greed killed it? They're lawyers. Tried a last-ditch settlement, $2 million to avoid appeals. I laughed. Take it to court again. I'll win again. Tom agreed. We held firm. The check came weeks later, $6.2 million, plus my condo share. I paid off my parents' diner, bought them a new roof. You're a fighter, son, Dad said, eyes wet. Mom hugged me. You showed him. I heard Tara move back to Vail, under her parents' thumb. Her socialite friends dropped her after the public court drama. Guilt? Maybe. I didn't care. I invested my millions, bought a small cabin in Estes Park. The air there's clean, the stars bright like my old Loveland. Nights. I'm dating again, cautious but hopeful. Trust is hard, but I'm no longer that naive kid. The irony? Their prenup, meant to protect their wealth, handed me millions. Poetic justice? Damn straight. They thought I was a nobody, a speck to flick. Away, but I fought, clawed one. Pops and Mims underestimated me, and it cost them. If they remember me, let it be this. I took their weapon, turned it on them, and walked away a king. That's the end of today's story. Did things turn out the way you thought, or were there some surprises along the way? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear what you think. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to hit the like button. And if you haven't joined the community yet, now's the perfect time. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you're always the first to catch new stories. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next adventure.